Let me ask you something right off the bat. Have you ever felt like there's an invisible force guiding you, but you just can't quite put your finger on what it is? Like there's a power inside of you waiting to be unlocked, but life's distractions keep you from tapping into it? If that sounds familiar, then this message is for you. And here's the thing, if you're not a chosen one, this might be hard to relate to. But if you are, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You've felt it deep in your spirit, haven't you? This invisible force isn't some abstract concept. It's real, and it's powerful. And right now, many of you are walking around without even realizing that you have access to it. That's the truth. You've been chosen for something bigger, but the energy you need to fully step into your purpose, you haven't tapped into it yet. Why? Maybe because you've been distracted, or maybe because no one ever told you how powerful you truly are. Here's the deal. If you've ever wondered why certain doors seem closed, why you feel stuck in the same place, or why you haven't seen the breakthrough you've been praying for it could all come down to one thing. You haven't aligned your energy with your purpose. And let me tell you, once you do, things will begin to shift in ways you never imagined. So, if you're ready to discover the hidden power inside you, the one that God has placed there for a reason, then stick around. This is more than just another message. This could be the key to unlocking everything you've been waiting for. Let me ask you something. Have you ever thought about where energy really comes from? Let's take a moment to go right back to the beginning, to the very first mention of energy in the Bible. Genesis 1 verse 2 says, "The earth was without form and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters." Before there was light, before there was anything else, there was God's Spirit, His energy. That same energy, the very essence of life, was there at the creation of everything we see. Now, here's the part that might blow your mind. You carry that same energy within you. Just as God's Spirit hovered over the waters, shaping the world, He's given you that same potential. Think about that for a second. You, as a chosen one, are meant to align with that divine energy. It's not some far-off, mystical thing that only existed back in biblical times. It's here right now, flowing through you, waiting for you to tap into it. This energy is part of your spiritual DNA, something you were born with. But here's the thing, many of us are not taking full advantage of it. We get caught up in the world, in our struggles, and we forget the power we have within us. But once you start recognizing that energy, you can start using it in ways you never imagined. I want you to take a moment and reflect, where in life do you feel disconnected? Where do you feel blocked? What if the key to overcoming those challenges is understanding that this divine energy is always around you, ready to guide you, to strengthen you? When you're in tune with it, things change. Doors open, obstacles move, and life starts to flow more easily. It's not magic. It's the power of God's energy, and it's already within you. You just need to unlock it. All right, let's break this down. When I say energy, I'm not talking about something complicated or hard to understand. Think of it this way. Energy is the life force that flows through everything, through you, through the people around you, and through every situation you find yourself in. It's what powers your thoughts, your emotions, and even your physical actions. It's that feeling you get when you're around someone who either drains you or lifts you up. That's energy at work. And the best part? You can control this energy. You can direct it, harness it, and use it to create the life you want. It's like this invisible current that's always flowing, whether you're aware of it or not. Once you become aware of it, though, it changes everything. Now, here's where it gets interesting. A lot of people hear the word magic and think of something out of a fairy tale. But real magic is simply energy in motion. It's when you align your energy with God's will, and suddenly things start to shift in your favor. It's not hocus pocus. It's the natural flow of spiritual energy manifesting in your life. When you're aligned, it feels like magic because things that seemed impossible begin to happen. Doors open, opportunities appear, and obstacles fade. That's the power of energy when it's aligned with God's purpose for you. Think about this. Have you ever noticed how some days everything seems to just flow effortlessly? You wake up feeling good, things fall into place, and you don't even know why. But then there are other days when nothing seems to go right. You're tired, frustrated, and everything feels like an uphill battle. That's energy at work. The days when things flow, that's when your energy is aligned with your purpose. But when you feel stuck, that's a sign your energy is out of balance. So, the big question is, are you taking control of your energy? Once you start recognizing the power of energy in your life, you can use it to change everything. And trust me, it's a lot easier than you think. So, where in your life do you feel things aren't flowing? Maybe it's your relationships, your work, or even your spiritual journey. What if the key to unlocking everything you've been praying for is learning how to tap into and control your energy? The truth is, you have a power inside of you that you've barely scratched the surface of. It's time to unlock that hidden force and watch how it transforms your life, your purpose, and your connection with God. Let's take a look at Philippians 4 verse 13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Now, this verse is powerful because it's not just about physical strength, it's about spiritual alignment. When you align yourself with God's energy, you tap into a strength that goes beyond what you thought was possible. It's about aligning your mind, body, and spirit with His will. And when that happens, there's no limit to what you can do. This is the secret to living a life of purpose and fulfillment. God's strength becomes your strength. His energy becomes your energy. So, how do you actually harness this power of alignment? It starts with awareness. First, you need to recognize where your energy is going. Are you spending it on things that drain you? Are your thoughts and actions aligned with what you're truly called to do? Energy alignment means that your thoughts, emotions, and actions are all working together in sync with God's plan for your life. It's about waking up each day with intention, starting with prayer or quiet time with God to focus your energy. This simple act can help clear away the distractions and worries that pull you off course. Think of it like tuning an instrument. When you're out of tune, things sound off, right? But when you're in tune, everything just clicks. That's how your energy works too when you're aligned. Life flows naturally, almost effortlessly. Now, here's where a lot of people get stuck: energy blockages. These can come from anywhere: fear, doubt, stress, or even the people around you. Have you ever noticed that when you're around certain people or in certain environments, you feel heavy, like your energy is drained? That's because you're out of alignment. Fear and doubt create resistance, which blocks the flow of energy. But when you clear those blockages, when you let go of fear, when you choose faith over doubt, you open the door for God's energy to flow freely through you. And that's when the real magic happens. Take a moment to think about where you might be out of alignment in your life. Is it your job, your relationships, your spiritual journey? Where do you feel stuck or blocked? What if those blockages are keeping you from experiencing the full power of God's energy? The truth is, once you start aligning yourself with His plan, everything changes. You'll feel lighter, more focused, and more connected to your purpose. It's all about taking that first step, becoming aware, clearing the blockages, and allowing divine energy to flow through you. Let's talk about energy blockages, because this is where so many of us get stuck without even realizing it. Have you ever felt constantly tired, even after a full night's sleep? Or maybe you feel anxious, like there's this underlying tension that you just can't shake. These are signs that your energy is blocked. It's like a hose that's been kinked. The water can't flow freely, and that's exactly what happens with your energy. When you're blocked, everything feels heavier, harder, and more frustrating. You might notice it in your spiritual life, too, feeling disconnected from God or struggling to hear His voice. I've been there myself, and I know many of you have too. Maybe you're praying, you're doing everything you think you should be doing, but you're still feeling stuck, like nothing is moving. That's an energy blockage. Let me give you a real-world example. Imagine you're driving a car and the engine light comes on. You don't just ignore it, right? You check it out, fix what's wrong, and the car runs smoothly again. Energy blockages are like that warning light. If you ignore them, they'll only get worse, causing frustration and spiritual exhaustion. But once you identify and clear them, your energy can flow again, and you'll feel reconnected to your purpose. This isn't just some new age idea. The Bible talks about this too. In Ephesians 4, verse 27, it says, "Do not give the devil a foothold." Blocked energy, whether it's from fear, anger, or doubt, gives room for negativity to grow. It's like leaving the door cracked open for the enemy to sneak in. But when you clear those blockages, when you focus on God and align your energy with His purpose, you slam that door shut. You make space for His blessings to flow freely into your life. Take a moment right now to think about where you're feeling blocked. Is it in your relationships, your work, your spiritual life? Ask yourself, what's weighing me down? Identifying those areas is the first step to clearing the blockages. Once you know where they are, you can start to pray over them, ask God for guidance, and take action to clear the path for His energy to flow through you again. Now, I know when you hear the word chakras, it might sound like some foreign concept, but let's simplify it. Chakras are just energy centers within your body. Think of them like spiritual power points. Each one plays a role in how energy flows through you, whether that's in your emotions, your physical health, or your connection to God. When your chakras are balanced, you feel calm, focused, and at peace. But when one or more are out of balance, that's when you start feeling off, whether it's stress, confusion, or just feeling disconnected. Balancing your chakras is about getting those spiritual power points back in harmony, so God's energy can flow freely through you. So, how do you actually balance your chakras? Let's get practical. Start with something simple, your breathing. Take a few moments each day, sit in a quiet space, close your eyes, and just breathe. Focus on deep, steady breaths. As you breathe in, imagine God's energy filling you, and as you exhale, release any tension, fear, or negativity that's holding you back. This simple act of mindful breathing helps to reset your energy. Now, let's talk about gratitude. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools to balance your energy. Each morning, write down or say out loud 3 things you're thankful for. It doesn't have to be big. It can be something as simple as the sunrise or a warm cup of coffee. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant, and that aligns your energy with God's blessings. And don't forget the power of prayer. Prayer is your direct connection to God, and when you pray, ask Him to reveal any blockages in your energy. Ask for guidance in balancing your chakras, and trust that He will help you restore peace and harmony in your life. This isn't just about energy, it's about being spiritually aligned. Psalm 46 verse 10 says, "Be still and know that I am God." That stillness is essential for balancing your energy. When you're rushing through life, constantly stressed or worrying about tomorrow, your energy gets out of balance. But when you take time to be still in God's presence, you allow Him to realign your spirit, to bring peace where there's chaos, and to guide your steps. I want you to ask yourself, where am I feeling out of balance? Is it your mind, your body, or your spirit? It's okay to feel off sometimes. We all do. But what's important is taking action to bring that balance back. Whether it's through prayer, breathing, or gratitude, you have the tools to realign yourself with God's energy. Take a few minutes today to start the process and watch how quickly things start to shift. Remember, you're never alone, and this God is always ready to guide you back into alignment. Modern world we live in, people understood the power of energy in ways we sometimes overlook today. They didn't have all the distractions we do, but they knew something we need to remember. Energy is sacred. Ancient prophets, leaders, and even the disciples of Jesus understood how important it was to align with God's energy. It's not some new concept. This wisdom has been passed down through generations, but somewhere along the way, we've forgotten the power we carry. It's time to tap back into that ancient wisdom, to reconnect with what God has already placed inside of us. That divine knowledge is right there, waiting for us to wake up to it. Think about Elijah in 1 Kings 19. Elijah was exhausted. He was physically and spiritually drained, hiding in a cave, ready to give up. But it was in that stillness, when he quieted his mind and fears, that God spoke to him, not in a loud, booming voice, but in a gentle whisper. That whisper carried divine energy, and it reignited Elijah's purpose. God's energy flowed back into him, and he found the strength to keep going. This story is a perfect example of how tapping into divine knowledge, into God's energy, can transform your life. Sometimes, it's not about the loud miracles. It's about the quiet moments when you align your energy with His. Now, I want you to think about your own life for a second. When was the last time you truly listened? I mean, really sat in stillness and allowed God's energy to flow through you. So many of us are caught up in the noise of life that we miss the whispers of divine knowledge. But the truth is, just like Elijah, you have access to that same ancient wisdom, that same divine energy. It's never left you. You just need to make room for it. Take a moment today to sit in stillness, to ask God to reveal what He's trying to show you. The answers, the guidance, the strength, it's all there, waiting for you to tap into it. This ancient wisdom isn't locked away in the past. It's alive, it's active, and it's accessible to you right now. You just need to open your heart, listen, and let God's energy work through you. It's always been there, waiting for you to recognize its power. Here's something you might not have realized yet. Energy is your superpower. Think about it, everything in your life, from the way you think, to the way you speak, to the actions you take, is fueled by energy. Now, when your energy is aligned with God's purpose for your life, it's like unlocking a superpower you never knew you had. You've seen people who seem to attract blessings and opportunities effortlessly, right? It's not luck. It's the power of their energy being in tune with what God wants for them. When you align your energy with His will, amazing things start to happen. You're not forcing anything. You're simply allowing God's power to flow through you, and it feels almost magical because everything just seems to fall into place. Let me give you an example. Have you ever prayed for something, and soon after, things just start working out? Maybe you were praying for direction, and suddenly opportunities start appearing that guide you exactly where you need to go. That's not a coincidence. That's your energy aligning with God's will. It's like planting a seed. When you water it and give it sunlight, it grows. When you nurture your energy, staying focused on God's plan for you, that's when things start to manifest in your life. You'll start seeing coincidences, but really, it's the result of divine alignment. Your desires aren't just wishes. They're seeds God's planted in your heart for a reason, and your energy helps them grow. The Bible confirms this in Isaiah 40 verse 31. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. When your energy is aligned with God's purpose, you're not just surviving, you're thriving. You're soaring like those eagles, effortlessly reaching new heights because your energy is rooted in divine strength. That's the power of manifestation through energy. When you hope in the Lord, your strength, your energy is renewed, and you can accomplish things you never thought possible. Take a moment and think about the areas of your life where you felt stuck. What desires have been sitting on your heart, waiting to come to life? What if the reason they haven't manifested yet is that your energy hasn't been fully aligned with God's will? Now, imagine what could happen if you shifted your energy, focused on those desires with faith, and allowed God to guide you. The truth is, your energy is your superpower. It's the tool God gave you to bring His will into reality. So start today by aligning your energy with His purpose, and watch how quickly things begin to shift in your favor. In the end, you're not just a passive observer of your life. You have the power, through your energy, to manifest God's plan for you. It's time to activate that superpower. Let's start with one of the most powerful tools you can use to tap into your energy: visualization. Now, I know what you're thinking. Isn't visualization just daydreaming? Not at all. Visualization is about seeing the outcome you want in your mind and aligning your energy with that vision. It's a practice that brings your thoughts, emotions, and actions into harmony with your goals. Here's how you can do it. Every morning, take a few minutes to close your eyes and picture the life you desire. Don't just think about it, feel it. Imagine what it looks like, what it feels like, and how you would act if that vision was already a reality. Picture yourself already living in that space. When you visualize, you're training your mind and spirit to align with that outcome, allowing God's energy to work in and through you. It's not just wishful thinking, it's preparing your mind and heart for what's coming. Another practical tool is affirmations. Affirmations are short, powerful statements that help you realign your energy and refocus your thoughts on God's promises. Here's a simple but powerful one. God's energy flows through me. I am aligned with His purpose. Saying this out loud every day reminds your mind and spirit that you are not powerless. You are connected to the ultimate source of strength. When you speak affirmations, you're reinforcing the truth of God's word over your life. You're telling your energy where to go and what to focus on. The Bible says in Proverbs 18 verse 21, the tongue has the power of life and death. The words you speak carry energy, so choose words that affirm God's promises and set your spirit in the right direction. Now, let's talk about how to incorporate these practices into your daily routine. First, start your day with gratitude. Gratitude shifts your energy almost instantly. When you wake up in the morning, instead of reaching for your phone, take a moment to thank God for at least 3 things in your life. It could be something as simple as your health, the roof over your head, or the peace in your heart. Gratitude opens the door for more blessings because it aligns your energy with abundance, not lack. Next, spend some time in prayer or meditation. This is where you can visualize, say your affirmations, and just be still in God's presence. Prayer is not just a one-way conversation. It's a time to connect, to listen, and to allow God's energy to fill you. Even 5 to 10 minutes of focused prayer can reset your entire day. And finally, pay attention to how you spend your energy throughout the day. Are you engaging in conversations or activities that drain you? If so, ask yourself if they align with God's purpose for your life. Sometimes, a simple shift in your environment or mindset can make a big difference in how your energy flows. In Matthew 6, verse 33, it says, "But seek first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well." This is key. When you focus on aligning your energy with God's will, everything else falls into place. You don't have to chase after things when your energy is right. Blessings will chase after you. The tools I'm sharing with you are not just about making life easier. They're about aligning with the divine flow that God has already set in motion for you. So, what are you doing today to tap into your energy? Are you visualizing the life you want? Are you speaking affirmations that align with God's promises? Are you making time for gratitude and prayer? These tools may seem simple, but they are powerful when you use them consistently. Start incorporating these practices into your daily routine and watch how your energy and your life starts to shift. Remember, the power is already within you. It's time to start using it. Let's be honest for a second. Why aren't more of us tapping into this incredible force? The truth is, many chosen ones are so caught up in life's distractions that they forget the power they carry within them. It's easy to get bogged down by fear, doubt, and the pressures of the world. You start to question if you're really chosen, or if you even have this energy to begin with. Maybe you've been waiting for some kind of big sign from God, and because it hasn't shown up yet, you've stopped believing in your own power. But here's the thing, God's energy is always available to you. The problem is, we often let the noise around us drown it out. We get too busy, too stressed, and too disconnected from the source of that power. Now, if that sounds familiar, don't worry, you're not alone. Even the most faithful, chosen ones have moments where they feel disconnected from God's energy. But the good news is that you can always realign. You don't need a giant, miraculous moment to tap into this force. It's about being consistent in the small things, your prayers, your thoughts, your daily choices. Jesus told us in Matthew 17 verse 20, "If you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, 'Move from here to there,' and it will move." Notice that he didn't say you need giant, mountain-sized faith to tap into God's power. You just need to start small with what you have right now. God will meet you where you are. His energy is waiting for you to take that first step. So let me ask you, what's holding you back? Is it fear of failure? Is it doubt in yourself or even in God's plan? Maybe it's the distractions of everyday life that keep pulling your focus away. Whatever it is, recognize that these are barriers, but they're not walls you can't break through. The first step to overcoming these barriers is awareness. Once you know what's blocking your energy, you can take action to remove it. Pray over those fears, surrender those doubts to God, and focus your energy on what you know is true, that you are chosen, and that His power is within you, ready to be used. So, here's my challenge for you today. Don't wait another day to tap into this incredible power. You've heard the message, and now it's time to take action. Start small. Begin by being mindful of your energy. Pay attention to where you're putting your focus, what's draining you, and what's giving you life. Ask yourself, am I aligned with God's purpose for me today? If you're not sure, that's okay. The important thing is that you begin to take steps toward alignment. Start your day with a prayer asking God to reveal any energy blockages and trust that He will guide you. Take control of your energy and watch as the world around you begins to shift in your favor. Remember, the power you're seeking isn't far away. It's already inside of you. God didn't create you to struggle endlessly or to live disconnected from His purpose. You are chosen, and that means you carry a unique energy within you. You have everything you need to move forward, to break through the barriers, and to live a life that reflects God's glory. All you need to do is tap into that energy and trust in the process. You're stronger than you think, more powerful than you realize, and more aligned with God's purpose than you've ever been. This is your moment. Don't let it pass you by. As we wrap up, let's hold on to the promise of Romans 12, verse 2, which says, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." This transformation starts with your energy, with how you align yourself with God's purpose. When you focus on renewing your mind and spirit, everything else will fall into place. Trust in that. Trust in God. And trust in the power He's placed within you to shape your life according to His will. Before you go, I want to hear from you. What's resonated with you in this message? Have you been feeling blocked? Or are you ready to start tapping into that powerful energy God's placed within you? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your story. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. We're all in this together, supporting each other as chosen ones walking in God's purpose. And if this message spoke to you today, don't keep it to yourself. Share with someone you know who needs a reminder of the power they carry. Don't forget to subscribe for more messages like this one and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Stay connected, stay empowered, and keep walking in alignment with God's purpose. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.